So a while ago, I held a poll asking if you guys wanted a part 2 to my first YouTube tips video, and most of you said yeah, so here it is. Instead of going over 5 things that could help your channel like the last video, in this video I'm going to be going over 5 things that could kill your channel. I'm not going to explain the 5 that I went over in the last video, but I'll put a card in the corner if you want to watch that first, but you don't exactly have to, since the 5 in this video are completely different and you don't have to watch the last one to understand. I want to say that a lot of these are common sense and that this video is aimed more towards newer YouTubers and aspiring YouTubers. That being said, more experienced YouTubers may find that they already know most of these, but I feel like it'd be good for you more experienced people to watch it too. Or, you know, if you want to pass some time or give me some watch time, because I kind of need watch time. Please give me watch time. Also, before I get started, here are the 5 that I'm planning to cover in this video, and there are timestamps in the description and chapters throughout the video so you guys can skip around if you want to. And that's all I wanted to say, so hope you enjoy. I wanted to start this video off with the concept of keyword stuffing, which is more commonly known as tag spam. So keyword stuffing / tag spam is the process of listing keywords in your description so that you can rank higher in search results. I'm quite sure a lot of you have seen this before but just didn't recognize it or just didn't know what it was called. And at first I thought that this idea was smart, since keyword optimization is a CEO tactic and it does help you take advantage of the YouTube algorithm. But here's the thing, it can be very harmful for your channel. Keyword stuffing is first of all against YouTube policy, and while it may seem like it's easy to get away with, there have been like small and big channels that have gotten terminated for in the past. If you're still not sure what keyword stuffing is, don't even worry, because here are 2 examples that I can kind of give you. The first would be if someone was using keywords in their descriptions in like an unnatural, kind of like an unnecessary way. Like if a keyword that you wanted to rank for was Minecraft Bedwars, a description with keyword stuffing would look like this. In this video, I played Minecraft Bedwars. If you enjoyed this video of me playing Minecraft Bedwars, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more Minecraft Bedwars content. Okay, do you see like the overuse in the keywords Minecraft Bedwars? Of course, like you probably won't get banned if you use it this way, but it's still an example of keyword stuffing. And here's the second example. Sometimes when you look at people's descriptions, you might see like a section at the bottom that says something like tags / ignore, and then there's like this whole giant list of tags and words that relate to the video, or some that don't even relate to the video. Usually a lot of these lists include names of other creators, and that itself is a problem. And here's why. When you include the names of other creators in the descriptions with the intent of growing off of it, not only does it take away from the other creators, it's super annoying to see. Okay, first of all, it annoys the creators on that list, especially if that creator isn't that big yet. By putting their names in your description with the intent of growth, you're making it easier for your video to rank under their name, which is annoying on their behalf. This subject isn't really one that I kind of like really went deep into, and I barely scratched the surface of it in this video. And some of you might disagree, and that's completely fine, since this is just what I was able to gather. I'm trying to keep this like as simple and short as I can, you know, so that I don't really lose you guys in like the middle of it. And there are so many other CEO methods that you can take advantage of instead of keyword stuffing. And that being said, keyword stuffing is probably one of the ones that you might want to ignore. Okay, so the second thing on this list is artificial sub growth, and this one's probably common sense for a lot of the more experienced YouTubers, but I figured that there were some new YouTubers that probably have no clue what this is. So artificial sub growth can basically be counted as any method of non-natural sub growth, and some of the well-known examples would be like subbotting or like sub for sub. And let's start with subbotting. So subbotting is when you're using a bot to inflate views, comments, likes, etc. And a common misconception between YouTubers is that a lot of people think that having a lot of subs or views by a sub is gonna guarantee popularity like automatically. Okay, so subbotting is probably one of the fastest ways to kill your channel, if I'm being honest. And it surprised me when I found out that a lot of people that subbot didn't know that it's pretty obvious when a channel subbots. Part of YouTube is the experience of growing your channel and just meeting new people along the way. And not only does subbotting take away from that experience, it'll also heavily uneven your like view to sub and your like to dislike ratios. A good view to sub ratio is usually between 8 to 12%, and it's really easy to tell when channel is subbotting. Like for example, if that channel has 100k subs, but each video only gets like an average of 200 views, they're most likely subbotting, and that's sub for sub. This one's a method that's been around for a very long time, and it's really similar to the idea of follow for follow that used to be really popular on most social media sites like Instagram, Twitter, and all that. And sub for sub is about the same. It's just when people agree to sub to each other's channels. And okay, the tactic seems innocent, but what usually ends up happening is that you gain an inactive sub, which honestly just has the same impact as just not ever getting that one sub in the first place. Or people will unsub to you later on, which only hurts your channel more. when you're first starting out on YouTube, self-promo is often one of the first steps taken by most people trying to grow. And there are like so many different types of self-promo, but when we think of self-promo like as just people in general, we automatically associate it with the people that spam their channels on social media, in game lobbies, or even in the comments of other people's channels. Self-promo is needed to grow on YouTube as it's almost impossible to grow just solely off of YouTube. There are proper methods that you can utilize to self-promo properly, and I'm gonna cover some of the more popular methods that I was able to find. Now, since this video is aimed more towards Minecraft and Bedwars specifically, the examples that I use are going to be more efficient for those channels, but the same concept will apply to other genres. Firstly, when you self-promo, your goal is to try and make other people notice your channel. You're trying to give them a reason to notice and remember you, and something that leaves them wanting more of your content. If all that you're doing is spamming your channel in other people's comments, no one's gonna want to check out your channel. I'm being honest here, no one's gonna want to do that. You're not giving them anything to remember, and you're just not giving them anything to make them want to sub to you. When you self-promo, you should never spam your channel or video multiple times, like at once, like repetitively. Don't link dump either, and just, you have to try to communicate and speak to your audience. Especially for gaming channels, places like game forums or Discord servers could be good ways to get yourself out there. Don't just join like Discord servers to self-promo. That's so dirty. You have to join to make friends. You have to realize that YouTube isn't just about numbers and stats. It's also about trying to make some friends along the way to help you with your journey. When you have some friends that you can count on, YouTube is just so much more fun, and you're gonna find that you're not really worrying about growth as much. A popular choice that I saw for self-promo was Reddit, and while self-promo on Reddit could actually be a solid choice if you do it right, there are some negatives. First of all, some people aren't gonna watch your whole video, maybe a few seconds at most, and that's gonna hurt your retention rate like a lot. And second, if they do sub, they'll most likely be inactive or unsub like a little bit later. But Reddit can also work pretty well. Also, Reddit is like, you have to be really smart about like which subreddits you're trying to post to. Okay, and a fairly common method that I saw now was TikTok. And I don't use TikTok myself, but from what I've seen, it's worked pretty well for some people. I think the only risk that I see with TikTok is that most of your audience will be on TikTok and not YouTube. So you could have like 10k followers on TikTok, but maybe just like 1k subs on YouTube, since not everyone that follows you on TikTok is gonna actually sub to you on YouTube, if that makes any sense. Part of YouTube is learning to make your channel yours, and having a unique theme will definitely help you grow your channel. But having no customization or just like really boring ones which are just gonna like drive people away. Okay, so think about it this way. How likely are you, in a viewer's standpoint, to subscribe to a person with no banner, no profile picture, no overlying theme, and just really bad thumbnails? Not very likely, probably not at all. And it's really important to have appealing channel customizations, as not only does it express you as a person, it also tells a lot about your channel. Your channel customization should be a reflection of yourself. Nothing will make your channel stand out more than good channel customization. The superficial aspect of the channel is the first thing that your viewers will see, and it's the first impression that your viewers will have on you. And I see this a lot in newer channels where they don't have a profile picture or a banner that tells about their channel, or just no overlying theme in the thumbnails. Of course, don't try to clickbait with your thumbnails, but try and make something that would make people want to click on your videos. The last thing I wanted to go over was a harmful YouTube mindset. I kind of went over something similar to this in the first tips video that I did. I want to be a little bit more specific with this one and kind of stretch it out more. Personally, the one thing that I learned during the last couple of months is that motivation comes and goes. Trust me on that. But it's up to you to decide how you deal with it. There's so much good that comes from YouTube, and so many amazing people that you're gonna meet. And know that it's okay to take your time, and always remember quality over quantity when it comes to YouTube. It's better to spend more time on your videos and post every once in a while than try and post often but barely put any work into your videos. It's also important to try and prevent burnouts. Don't overload yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself if you can't balance YouTube with everything else in your life. Think of YouTube as a side hobby and just try your best. Try to find something that you enjoy and things that you want to post. Don't worry about anyone else, and you have to just remember that your channel is your channel. You can do what you want with it. I promise that like everything will just follow if you put in the time and effort, and there's no doubt that you're going to experience the motivation. You'll be okay as long as you know how to get past it. I think for me, YouTube is single-handedly the best decision that I've ever made, and I don't regret it at all. If you're thinking about starting YouTube, give it a try. I promise that it's worth it, and you'll probably meet the best people that you've ever met in your life. Alright, well that's gonna wrap it up for this video, and I try to keep it kind of shorter than I usually would, and I try to put a little bit less detail in there. I wanted this to be kind of like a basic like introduction kind of thing, nothing too fancy, nothing too detailed, just something easy to understand, you know. Hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah, love you all, have a good day, and stay safe. Bye.